If you ever hit that record button and suddenly you blank out on everything, go ahead and hit that like button. Hey guys, I'm Brian, and I'll be telling you about the 6 things that you should do before you hit that record button. A little bit of planning on the forend will save you many headaches later on. Having a formalized process makes creating videos a lot faster, which in turn gives you more time to relax and do the important things like watching anime or taking your cat for a walk. Can cats go on a leash? Number 1, come up with a specific idea. When you're coming up with ideas for videos, being specific matters. Closing your circle lets you focus in on one topic much more. You take a larger slice of a smaller pie, so to speak. Take the example of video games. Typing in the search bar of YouTube, if you search for Slime Rancher, you get about 50 million bazillion results. Oh hey, I recognize that one. However, typing in Slime Rancher Treasure Pod Guide gets you maybe a couple thousand videos instead. And hey, a number 3 search result, it's not bad. Creating a specific guide for a game or a product or a piece of technology can give you much higher ranking over something more generic like sick FPS montage or how to bake bread. More specific ideas might be something like Counter-Strike 200 IQ LCS plays, or the easiest way to make artisan focaccia bread. We all love bread after all. Number 2, research your topic. Now that you have your idea, you need a little bit of research to back it up. Depending on your area of YouTube and the particular subject of the video, you may need more research or less research. Making a vlog about your day hike in the Redwood Forest? Maybe a quick Google is all you need to see what the area is like and where you'd like to walk. Creating a video about the intricacies of Sonic the Hedgehog romantic fanfiction. You might need a little more research. Bringing together your experience and knowledge and your collected sources is basically how you're going to make your video. This is not a Notion tutorial, but I love Notion for collecting notes. So once you find your source or a picture or an article, basically anything that helps support your video, you can go ahead and drag and drop it or copy and paste right into your Notion page. Number three. I don't know why I did so many there. Thumbnail in mind. I cannot tell you the number of times that I finish a video or I finish a recording and I'm like, dang, I killed that sesh. I destroyed that session. And then I get into the editing bay and I realize that I don't have a thumbnail for the video. So instead you end up plucking one from the finished video that doesn't really look like you put a lot of effort or thought into the thumbnail itself. Hey man, we've all been there sometimes. Don't repeat my mistake, okay? Thumbnails can make or break a video. Before your video or shoot even begins, you can start formulating the idea for what you want to have of a thumbnail. It can be a good idea to take a video or a couple pictures before you start your actual video specifically for the thumbnail. Thumbnails can vary a lot, especially depending on your genre of video on YouTube, but here's a style that can work well for video games or fitness or technology. Set up 1 or 2 lights against a wall, basically shining on your face. You're basically looking to have most of your face well lit on the other side with a little bit of a kicker light on the other side so that you're not completely dark. Then hit record on your video or take a couple pictures making various faces in various positions so that you have a couple things to choose from. Now in your photo editor, this is Photoshop, bring in the photo with your face, add your product or item, add a line or 2 of text, give your subjects a little contrast, throw on a color outline or a drop shadow in this case, and voila! This is not an exhaustive tutorial for Photoshop, but you get the idea. Number 4, outline your video. If you were going to build a house, you would start with foundation, right? Or would you start slapping some IKEA furniture right on the dirt? I don't know, I don't build houses. But outlines, they give your video bones. No more boneless videos. Having a simple bullet point outline for your video gives you something to reference back to. Outlines can be super simple, like the one for this video. Open up your note app like Evernote or Google Notes or Notion. I love you, Notion. Write your title at the top. Notate 5 to 7 topics or sections that you'd like to cover, and that's pretty much it. Not every video needs a full-blown script. For more involved videos, it might be worth expanding on your points though. Say we're doing a video on why Dragon Ball Z is actually the greatest anime of all time. Your outline might look like this with expanded sections. Introduction. Dragon Ball Z was just the best. No argument. And here's a sick shot of Goku versus Frieza. Please do not demonetize. The Dragon Ball Z story arc. Basically, Goku being a terrible dad, but a pretty good fighter. And the summary. Yes, basically, airtight reasoning why Dragon Ball Z is the greatest show of all time, greatest anime, no competition. Here's my 4-hour diatribe video. This type of expanded outline basically gives you a script, not only so that you can speak and say the video, but also so that you have a guide for where you want secondary or B-roll shots. Basically, other shots besides your face. It's a pretty good face, right? Basically, other shots beside your face that help support your video. Like, I don't know, maybe I wanted like a relaxing shot of the beach or something. Number 5, music in mind. Picking the actual music for your video can be like the actual longest part of editing the video. The important thing though is to match the vibe or feel of your scene with the music. And this can be done with different genres of music as well. For an intense action scene, maybe something more upbeat, like you're fighting off the villains or fighting off the demons. Not every part is intense action though. For a more relaxed talking head style portion, kind of like this, some relaxed lo-fi music can work. The right music genre is largely up to personal taste, however. Try to match the vibe of the music with the emotion that you're trying to convey in a scene. If you're just starting out, I would highly suggest Stream Beats. It's free, it's high quality, it's the soundtrack that you've been listening to so far, and it's just good stuff. And it's all for the princely sum of $0. That's right, it's free. Number 6, scripting. Scripting. The driest and sometimes most laborious part of the video. Take a video like this one that predominantly features talking A-roll. This is a video about a specific topic, so it makes sense to make a full script. While this script might be written word for word, when I actually go to record, I may find myself ad-libbing a little bit or expanding on certain topics, basically trying to deliver it in a way that doesn't make me sound like I'm literally reading off a page. It's unnatural. However, it is very good to stick to the basics of your script anyways. Otherwise, you might start to ramble. Like, actually, there's this one video game that I've been playing that's so good, okay? And it's called League of Legends. Stick to the script, you dummy! As you speak on camera, you'll get more comfortable speaking at length. The important thing to remember is that you can always cut bad takes or misspoken words or misspoken parts. You can always redo those. On-camera confidence comes in time, or you at least get a little less awkward. Assets. Assets are a huge topic, but essentially it's all of your graphics, all of your lower thirds, all of your special effects, all of the other stuff that appears on screen visually that's not your talking A-roll head thing. Basically, assets give your video a little more flavor, a little extra something to help you stand out. Assets like fonts, lower third animations, special effects, sound effects, these are things you'll find yourself using again and again. So I suggest that once you find assets that you like, put them all in one big folder. That way when you go back to edit projects, you have all your stuff in one place. It's very handy. Plus, repeatedly using the same assets gives you a little bit of that more professional feel. And it cuts down on the time that you would otherwise be tracking down all of these assets one by one for every single video. That's crazy. Don't do that. On the free side, Mixkit has some high quality stuff. Like for instance, this text template. Pretty cool, right? There are a million bazillion different styles. Things like clean, things like grunge, things like neon. Experiment with a bunch of different styles and see what you like. And those are my 7 tips of things to do before you record. If you watch this, you should have a much better idea of how to get prepared to record your videos. Hopefully these tips will save you a ton of time and give you that extra little bit of polish. If you enjoyed the video, gently tap the like button, gently leave a comment. No more of this smashing business. It's too much power. Now, if you're wondering how on earth did a video game Let's Player get here, then go ahead, check out this video here. Thanks for watching, guys.